Hi friends, welcome to our online course on non-conventional machining. In today's lecture, we are going to cover plasma arc machining. In this, we will learn working principle of plasma arc machining, then plasma arc cutting system. In continuation of this, we'll discuss different elements of plasma arc machining and process performance. At the end, we'll highlight some applications of plasma arc machining. Let us start with the first point, that is the introduction. A gas molecule at room temperature consists of two or more atoms. When such a gas is heated to a high temperature of the order of 2000 degrees Celsius or so, the molecules separate from the atoms as an atom. If the temperature is raised to a 3000 degrees Celsius, the electrons from some of the atom dissociate and the gas becomes ionized, consisting of the ions and electrons. This state of the gas is known as plasma. So this is basic about the plasma. Thus the plasma is the glowing ionized gas that result from the heating of the material to extremely high temperature. It is composed of free electrons dissociate from the main gas atoms. A gas in a plasma state become electrically conductive as well as responsive to the magnetism. Because of such behavior, plasma is also known as fourth state of the matter. The plasma is encountered in electrical discharges. The source of heat generation in plasma is recombination a recombination of electrons and ions into atoms or a recombination of atoms into molecule. This liberates bonding energy, which is responsible for increase in kinetic energy of the atoms or molecules formed by the recombination. Now let us discuss about the working principle. The temperature of plasma can be of the order of 33,000 degrees Celsius. When such a high temperature source react with the workpiece melt out and may vaporize and finally is cut into the pieces. Many materials, say aluminum, stainless steel, etc., have high thermal conductivity, high heat capacity, and good oxidation resistance. As a result, such material cannot be cut by this conventional techniques like oxyfuel cutting, but these materials can be easily cut by our plasma arc machining or plasma arc cutting. Okay, now for the working principle, okay, you can see this diagram. So from this diagram you will get the concept of plasma arc machining. Okay, we have to take the DC supply, then we have to pass the plasma gas. Okay, then there will be the plasma arc and it will impinge on the workpiece and you will get the material removed from that workpiece. Now let us discuss plasma arc cutting system, that is a PAC system. Okay, so this PAC system uses DC power source. PAC system operate either on non-transferred arc mode or transferred arc mode. So you can see in this figure I have shown the both cases, that is a non-transferred arc mode and transferred arc. In the earlier case, the thermal efficiency is low, that is 65 to 75%, and low is power is transferred between the electrode and the nozzle. This non-transferred arc ionizes a high velocity gas that is streaming towards the workpiece. The workpiece may be electrical, conductive or non-conductive. Now let us discuss about the transferred arc. In case of this, the arc is maintained between the electrode, that is negative polarity, and electrically conductive workpiece, that is a positive polarity. Note that only electrical conductive workpiece can be machined or cut by transferred arc system. The arc hits a coaxial flowing gas and maintains it in a plasma state. The electrothermal efficiency is up to 85 to 90%. PSC system can deliver up to 1000 ampere at about 200 volt. That should be a DC supply. Okay, the flowing gas pressure may be up to 1.4 megapascal, resulting in a plasma velocity of several hundred meters per second. Higher the gas flow rate, more will be momentum of the plasma jet. It will ease out the removal of molten material from the machining zone. The plasma jet is constricted by the flowing gas, which acts as a cooling agent sandwiched between the nozzle wall and our plasma jet. So in case of plasma arc system, the material may be removed either by melting or by melting and vaporization both. Okay, in either case, the material that is in molten state or vaporized state is blown off from the machining zone by high velocity plasma jet. Okay, so this is a flow about the plasma arc system. Let us discuss the elements of plasma arc system. Now the important elements of plasma arc cutting system are power supply, then gas supply, cooling water system, then control console, and mainly plasma torch. Now we'll concentrate on the plasma torch. Okay, so in plasma torch there are many torch designs which are practically used. Okay, for example, you can see first one is the air plasma torch, then oxygen injected torch, dual gas system, and last one is the water injected torch. Now we'll discuss one by one. First is air plasma torch. Okay, so it's a detailed figure I have shown in this figure, which is a construction of this air plasma torch. So this figure I have taken from the one book, that is Gary Benedict book. We'll discuss this. This plasma arc torch uses compressed air as the gas that ionizes and does the cutting. The air is to be used, and that should be uncontaminated. The nozzle of this torch may result in premature failure because of double arcing. Okay, which is I have not shown in figure. Okay, so arcing between the electrode and nozzle, and between the nozzle and the workpiece, that is a double arcing. Air plasma cutting results in a high degree of tapered and high degree tapered machining surface. Okay, so zirconium or hafnium, okay, that is which use electrode life up to 2 hours of cutting time, okay, are used as a electrode material in this case. Okay, because of their high resistance of oxidation, and because of poor oxidation resistance, tungsten electrode does not last for more than a few seconds. To avoid oxidation of electrode or to enhance the life of the electrode, oxygen injected torch is used. Okay, so let us discuss that oxygen injected torch. So it's a schematic diagram I have shown here. Now this oxygen injected torch uses nitrogen as a plasma gas. Okay, oxygen is injected downstream of the electrode. However, it lowers down the nozzle life. This torch gives high material removal rate and poor square squareness of the cutting edge. This is commonly used for mild steel plate cutting. The presence of oxygen in the air helps in increasing MRR in case of the oxidable material like steel. In case of certain ferrous metal, cutting speed is increased by about 25%. It is possible because oxygen back up the exothermic burning of oxidable metals. Okay, so this is about the oxygen injected torch. Now third is, that is dual gas system or dual gas plasma torch. Okay, which uses one gas, that is a nitrogen, as a plasma gas, while another gas as a sliding gas. So you can use oxygen or carbon dioxide or argon, hydrogen, etc. Secondary or sliding gas is chosen according to the material to be cut. Okay, the secondary gas system helps in maintaining sharp corners on the top side of the cut edges. Okay, so you can see in this figure, I have shown the this dual gas plasma torch. Okay, so this is a construction. Let us discuss the last part, that is a water muffler or water injected torch. So here water, that is having the pressure near about 1.2 megapascal, is injected, okay, radially or vertically to constrict the plasma. A small quantity, about 10% of water, vaporizes. Okay, this thin layer of steam constrict the plasma. Okay, and also insulate the nozzle. Nitrogen at about 1 megapascal is used as a plasma gas. To avoid double arcing, the lower part of the nozzle is made of ceramic. Water constriction helps in reducing smoke, enhancing the nozzle life, reducing and limiting formation of oxidize on the cut edge of the workpiece. In some system, sliding gas or secondary gas or water is given slowing motion. Okay. Now, water muffler here use is a device that produces a covering of water around the plasma torch extended down to the work, helps which helps in the reducing smoke and noise. Water mixed with the dye also absorb part of the ultrasonic rays, okay, which is produced in the our plasma arc cutting. In some cases, water table is also used to reduce the level of noise and extent of spark. Water below the workpiece quenches sparks and damps sound level also. So underwater uh, plasma arc cutting systems are also available, which effectively reduces the noise and smoke level. So these are the elements of the plasma arc cutting system. Let us discuss the performance of plasma arc cutting system. As the surface speed during this plasma arc cutting is increased, volumetric MRR is found to attain a maximum value and then start decreasing. Plasma arc cutting has been employed to cut material as thick as 150 mm. The cutting speed is affected by the thickness, okay, that is a small t, of the material being cut, type of material being cut, and the current being used for the uh, cutting. Okay, cutting speed, we can say capital yes. Okay, we have to measure in meter per minute. is found to decrease with increase in thickness. So we have the one formula, S is equal to 25.4 upon T, okay, where you can take current as a up to 500 ampere. The tolerance obtained are poor and depend on the thickness of the material being cut. Okay, for example, the tolerance value of plus minus 0.8 mm may be achieved if thickness less than 25 mm. Okay, and plus minus 3 mm if thickness is greater than the 25 mm. Okay, width of cut is also quite high, that is a 2.5 to 9.5 mm, and taper depends on whether slurring is used or not. Okay, surface finish of the cut edges ranges from 5 to 25 micron. Thickness is governed by the material thickness. Okay, plasma arc system, okay, in the type of material being cut and cutting condition, that is also important. It ranges from 0.75 to 5 mm. It should be noted that the approximate performance of plasma arc cutting system increase in power requires a corresponding rise in glass flow rate. So these are the performance about the plasma arc cutting system. Let us discuss last point, that is the applications. Multiple torch system is used for simultaneously cutting varieties of the shape from one plate. It is also commonly used for preparing ends of the pipe before welding. Again, to achieve a bevel cut on the end of pipe, mount the torch at fixed angle and rotate the pipe under the torch. Okay, so CNC, that is a computer numerical control plasma arc cutting system, also available in the market. They are useful for punching type of operations as well as for shape cutting on light duty plates, okay, which is made up of stainless steel, aluminum and copper, which are difficult to machine by oxy-fuel system. Oxy-fuel system can cut the plates up to definite thickness, beyond which only plasma cutting system can do the job. Okay, in case of thick plate, PAC is much more economical than the oxy-fuel system. In case of cutting of a groove, its shape and size are governed by arc power, transverse speed, angle and height of the plasma torch. In case of electrical non-conductive material using non-transferred arc, material removal rate is low. Okay, so plasma has also been employed for turning of difficult to machine materials. Plasma torch is mounted tangentially at about 30 degree to the workpiece. Attempts are only being made to develop successful underwater plasma machining system, although associated with the low speed. Okay, so these are the some applications of plasma arc. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.
Hopefully you might have enjoyed the lecture. Then please do like the video and know your thoughts in comments. Please do share this video among your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. After subscription you can press the bell icon to never miss the notification regarding our new videos. Thank you so much.